My son passed away in 2022, and I'm hoping we can help somebody else, maybe not break their family up and lose their children. He's a good kid. The main word for him was sweet. And even at his memorial, that was the word. He's just a good guy. Nobody expected nothing like that to happen.
My dad and my mom and my grandpa that I wasn't really too close to, they all died from fentanyl. It was like 2 months, like between my mom and dad, and then my grandpa, a month. He was gone.
But he was kind and good, and he'd help me do anything he could. When he was 12, I delivered mail. I knew how to change brakes, so I showed him how to do it. I couldn't do it because I wasn't strong enough to break it. And I showed it. He did them. He did them from the time he was about 12 all the way until he left us. He did good till about 8th or 9th grade. We had a new neighbor. He got in with a new neighbor. Honestly, this is terrible. He was at a little restaurant beside the school, and they caught him and several boys with pot on them. So all of them got suspended, and they said he couldn't come back to school, so then we had to figure a way to get him through the rest of school, which was a nightmare. As a single mom, it was hard to get it done. I always trusted my son, though, because, I could hand him my whole paycheck and go back, and it would be there. They was going to take me to court, and I said, you can't take me to court if you didn't let him come back. And where I worked at was really strict, so it was hard. I knew if I missed was late much, I'd be gone too. Well, I got to feed them. I had 3 kids at home. You got to feed them. They put a roof over their head. So I just honestly prayed a lot, and he didn't get in trouble when he was at home. He just wasn't where he was supposed to be. Got a little girlfriend. He worked at this Bennett. I can't think of where he worked. He worked in several restaurants. Then he got with my grandson's mom. And anyway, when he was about almost 19, he had his first child, Breena. He was a good daddy. He did try to provide for her. He was young. But a couple years after that, they had another one, Skylar. He's a sweetheart. Anyway, he did his best to be good to his kids and be there for them. I wish I'd had a daddy like him. He played with them. He was good to them. He did things with them. He was more like a buddy to them sometimes when they got older.
My mom, she dipped. Left with her little boyfriend after she found, she didn't like my dad anymore. So that was a thing. Yeah. And every time that they would talk, they would be nice to each other, but she didn't love him. I know she didn't, not anymore.
So he got to where he did cocaine some, if he could afford it. I really didn't know he was doing it. But he still was functional. You really, if you didn't know him, you wouldn't, well, I didn't know it. And I lived with him. Later on, he got caught with my daughter's boyfriend. And I ain't going to say Sam was or was not using, I don't know. But there was drugs in the car. Anyway, Sam did wind up serving time. Instead of giving him into a normal jail or prison or whatever, they sent him to a rehab place, Dart or something like that, Dart Cherry, I don't know. He come back clean, and he stayed clean until the night he went, as far as I know. He showed no indications of nothing much. He drank some. I know he was depressed because him and, the kid's mom had split up, and he'd get down in the dumps. He was really down Christmas Day is the day that it happened where he passed away. Well, he didn't pass away, he overdosed. And it was really, really cold. Well, sleeting, not snowing, but it was really, really cold. And the water froze up. And he said, Mom, he said, I'm going to go to the store. Sheets was open. And I said, okay. And I just tossed in my debit card. I said, bring back some water because it froze. I said, bring back a lot because we had animals. And he didn't make it back. So he was with my daughter's boyfriend then, too. And I didn't know he left with him. And, yeah, I don't want to give names, but he's definitely still a user, and we're trying to get him straight because it's the right thing to do. I don't want him to die, nobody to die. He didn't come back. He should have been back 15, 20 minutes. It ain't far to Sheets from my house. And when he didn't come back, I thought, well, anyway, I laid down to sleep. And I get a phone call that said, Mama's going to come get you. I said, what's going on? He said, I'm at the fire department. And by the time he called, I went out the door and got in the car with his mom. And when I got there, there was a trooper there, and he said, your son's fine. He's alive, he's talking, but we sent him to the hospital in an ambulance. So I really didn't worry about him. I thought, okay, he's good, he'll be okay. So honestly, I went home and waited for him to call to tell me he's okay, come get him. And I guess I dozed off, and when I woke up the next morning, I looked and I said, Sam's not here. Technically, they had him on life support. He wasn't alive. He wasn't talking. And I know that when he went out, he had went to pick up some kind of drug somewhere because he wanted to go, and he's in the wrong place. Sam was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I guess he used it. I don't know if fentanyl. I don't know if he knew he had fentanyl. I don't know for sure nothing. I do know my son was driving down the road, and it's a blessing they got that car stopped and didn't hit nobody, but then the weather was bad. That helped. Even Narcaned him. He didn't come back. So we took him to the fire department, and again, he didn't come back. So anyway, they put him on life support. Again, they tell me, oh, he's going to be okay. We got him in a coma when they induce it. Anyway, Tuesday he didn't wake up, and Wednesday he didn't wake up. And they did brain scan. They said his brain was gone. He looked perfectly healthy. He didn't look like nothing was going on. They couldn't bring him back, and he was a donor. And anyway, he had a real rare blood type. They couldn't find nobody to donate to. It took them a minute. Anyway, on New Year's Eve, they took him off life support to donate his organs, and officially he passed away at 11:45 on New Year's Eve. And for this family, that whole week's messed up now. We don't do Christmas. We don't do New Year's. None of that stuff. But then I got aggravated because I knew they technically give it to him, trafficking. And I got angry. So went down to the sheriff's department, and he voluntarily talked to him. I guess for me, I know the boy loves me. They didn't do nothing. What we call it now? Death by distribution. They couldn't do it because he was a good Samaritan. So they didn't do nothing because he did try to get Sam help. And the person I know that they got the drugs from, they won't do nothing for it to him. I mean, the only thing I could do, I left him a text and I said, you may not get justice in this world, but you will in the next. If I can't do it, God will. And I mean it. I mean, he will answer. Unfortunately, I'm a Snoopy and I'm a detective, and I find things out the best I can. And then I had to forgive. I had to forgive him. If I want to go to heaven, I have to. I mean, and So do other people, in my opinion. Holding a grudge just hurts yourself. So, but I wish my son was here. He'd be so proud of his kids. And honestly, he had a little pit bull that I inherited. He'd be proud to see that dog too, because he's a pretty dog. To me, it's not how you die, it's how you live. And I'll always think that. Maybe he did use drugs there at the end. Like I said, don't know if he knew for sure what he had. Most likely he did. I don't know. I wasn't there. But I know he left a legacy of love. I know his children know that he was, that he loved them. And can't nobody say nothing bad about him, really. There's nothing bad to say. So if at least he went out, he was a light when he was here. He was down in the dumps. I know he was.
Everyone needs a second chance, especially if they're doing it for too long and it's causing them pain and hurt. Like, I don't know, guys, but don't do drugs. And if you do, you need help.
If anybody out there uses, if they see this and see me say this, don't. If you got little kids, don't. Do something else. Whether they're grown, get them raised and then be stupid. I'm not even going to tell you never do it. I'll just tell you, don't hurt other people.